What if I told you most people are under spiritual attack without even realizing it? Some happen quietly, within your thoughts, your emotions, your energy field. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the 10 spiritual attacks and how to win them. Yes, there are actually 10 different types of attacks that can throw you off your spiritual path and sometimes even make you feel like you're going crazy. Because most times these attacks, they come to attack your mind first and foremost, because your physical reality is nothing but an extension of your mind. So we're going to be discussing how to identify each one of them, why it happens, and also how to overcome it. Make sure to watch till the end because the last two are definitely the ones you need to watch out for, and they're the most powerful ones. So let's get right into it. Number 1, fear. Fear is a very common attack that we all experience at some point in our lives. Oftentimes when you decide to walk down the spiritual path and try to heal yourself, fear will always arise. Why? Because we're not taught to do this. This is something that we're not familiar with, and oftentimes our subconscious mind or even our higher self will try to trick us to believe that we're not worthy or deserving of the love that we desire. Or we may think that we're not capable enough of taking care of ourselves, of being independent, or maybe we feel fear towards expressing our true selves because of what others may say. Remember, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So whatever it is that you're going through, know that it's only temporary. Just like the night follows the day, your dark moments will pass. Focus on your breath, meditate, and take it day by day. Number 2, doubt. Similar to fear, doubt is another common attack. You may doubt yourself, your abilities, your decisions, and sometimes even your intuition. You may question whether you're on the right path or not, whether you're doing things correctly, and that's completely normal. But if you allow those doubts to control you, then you'll never move forward. And this is exactly what the enemy wants from you. You must learn to trust the journey and have faith in yourself. Whenever you feel doubtful, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and remind yourself of how far you've already come. Look at how much you've already learned and grown. Trust me, you'll see that you've got this. Number 3, anger and irritability. The third type of attack is anger and irritability. We all get mad, right? That's perfectly okay. Sometimes it's even necessary for us to express our rage, especially if we feel like someone has done us wrong. But if you notice that you're getting irritated by things that normally would unbother you, and you find yourself getting angry more often than usual, then this might be a sign that you're under attack. Your emotions are trying to tell you something, and it's important that you listen to them. Try to figure out where that anger is coming from and work on that specific area. Chances are you've been holding on to past grudges and resentments, and you haven't yet forgiven. So take some time to practice self. Maybe light up some sage, dim the lights, put on some relaxing music, and just try to figure out where that anger is stemming from. Number 4, apathy and boredom. Have you ever felt unmotivated, bored, apathetic, like nothing interested you anymore, like you couldn't care less about anything? If you answered yes, then chances are you may have experienced this kind of attack. When you start your spiritual journey, there's so much new information that comes to you. You feel inspired, motivated, you feel like doing things and learning new things and experimenting with new hobbies. But after a while, the enemy tries to attack you by making you feel apathetic and bored, almost like a form of punishment. It is like he is trying to convince you that spirituality is unworth it because it is boring. But remember, just like anything else in life, you must keep going, even when you don't feel like it. Do things that you enjoy. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and do activities that get you excited. Also, if you feel apathetic about your current living situation, maybe it's time to change it up a bit. You might need to change your room, redecorate, invite some friends over, cook a nice meal together, have a good time, dance. Whatever it is that gets you excited and makes you feel alive. Number 5, extreme happiness. Yeah, even being too happy can be a form of attack. You see, the enemy cannot swim in the depth of joy and euphoria. You cannot stand happiness. But when you're feeling extremely happy, you're more vulnerable and open to receiving information. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't be happy or that you shouldn't enjoy your life. Of course not. What I'm trying to say is that if you're feeling overly ecstatic, it's better to stay grounded and keep your wits about you. Take a step back and observe your feelings. Ask yourself if it is genuine and if it feels real or if it is something artificial and forced. It's really important that you can distinguish between the two, because if it's the latter, then it's best that you stop whatever you're doing immediately. Number 6, depression and melancholy. Another common attack is depression and melancholy. It's quite similar to apathy and boredom, except this one tends to last longer and it hits you harder. Depression is no joke. In fact, It's one of the leading causes of death in the world. So if you or anyone you know struggles with depression, please seek professional help. But what I will say is that depression can also be caused by external factors such as stress, burnout, and a lack of vitamins and nutrients. So make sure to take care of your body. Eat healthy foods, exercise, and spend some time in nature. Try to focus on the things that you're grateful for. Write them down if you have to, and spend time with loved ones. Remember, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Even if you don't see it, know that it's there. Number 7, obsession. This is another really interesting one. You see, when you become obsessed with something or someone, you lose sight of everything else around you. Your whole world revolves around that thing. For example, let's say you're addicted to social media, then your whole world revolves around likes and comments. Your whole day is planned around posting the perfect picture or getting the perfect amount of views. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Of course, you should pursue your passions and do things that you love, but it's really important to know when to stop. There's something called the law of ebb and flow, which means that in order for something to grow, it must first shrink. Nothing in life is constant. Everything changes and evolves. So even if you have big goals, that doesn't mean that you won't experience any failures along the way. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to grow and learn. So accept your flaws, accept your weaknesses, and accept that you're only human. Number 8, dissociative state. The 8th type of attack is dissociative state. And by dissociation, I mean the act of disconnecting from reality. Some people do this on purpose to escape their problems. Others do this unknowingly because they've developed coping mechanisms that aren't healthy. So, you might notice that you're starting to space out more often. You may catch yourself daydreaming a lot, seeking comfort in fantasy world. You might find yourself constantly escaping into Netflix, video games, or other forms of entertainment. And while it's perfectly fine to indulge once in a while, if you're doing it every single day, then this could be a sign that you're avoiding your problems. So, take a moment to assess the situation and ask yourself what you're running away from. Whatever it is, know that you're stronger than whatever it is that you're facing. No. 9. Impulsive buying. This one might sound funny, but I promise it's serious. Impulsive buying is a form of escapism. Anytime you want to buy something, ask yourself why you want to buy it. Is it something that you really need, or do you just want it because you saw an advertisement? Are you bored and want to treat yourself? Whatever the reason, analyze it. Understand the root cause of why you're buying. And finally, number 10, laziness. Last but not least, laziness. This is probably the most common attack of them all. The enemy loves to attack your mind because he knows that if he can trick you into thinking negatively, then he can easily control your actions. You see, when you're lazy, you tend to feel demotivated, uninspired, and oftentimes you just want to give up. This is when the enemy tries to convince you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy enough, that you're simply a failure. But don't listen to him. Don't listen to those negative thoughts. You are amazing. You are powerful beyond measure. You are capable of achieving anything that you set your mind to. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And this experience is meant to be enjoyed. So get up, dust yourself off, and start again. And remember, you are not alone. We are all in this together. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these attacks have you experienced? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel, The Soul Vault Chronicles, and like and share this video with those who might benefit from it. Until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.